The Bengals are in Denver preparing for a make-or-break meeting tomorrow with the Broncos, and the stakes are as high as the mile-high stadium they'll be playing in. Brian Giesenslaw is with the team in Denver, and he joins us now live with an update. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Betsy. I think the obvious place to start, given what's happened here the last few days, is how's the weather? And everywhere you went today, you still saw the shovels, you still saw the snow plows, because all of that snow is still on the ground. But you know what? The sun was out, it wasn't that cold, and the forecast for tomorrow, it does actually look pretty good. And so does Invesco Field at Mile High. The Bengals had a short walkthrough there about 11:30 this morning. They've never played in this stadium before. It replaced the old Mile High Stadium 5 years ago. And even though the stadium is relatively new, the Bengals expect the same old Broncos. Stout defense, strong running game. The only exception is rookie quarterback Jay Cutler, who's gone 1-2 in his first 3 NFL starts.
There's a lot on the line on this game, and they're a good team. They've been playing pretty well. Obviously got beat on Monday, but they're still a good team. Got a really good offense, got a good front seven.
It's pretty clear cut right in front of us. Both teams 8-6, fighting for a playoff spot, and this is what you want, a chance in this time of year to be playing to get into the playoffs. And a lot of people say, you would want home field, all that. You just want to get in the tournament, and then anything can happen.
Obviously, going against Cincinnati Bengals with their offense and everything that they have going for them, it's exciting, depending if you're ready to play or not.
As far as injuries go for the Bengals, there is still a chance offensive tackle Levi Jones could play. May not start, but could play tomorrow against the Broncos. Now, when we come back later in the show, we'll hear from the Bengals, and we'll play the what-if game. If the Bengals beat Denver tomorrow afternoon, what else has to happen for them to get in the playoffs? We'll do that when we come back in a few minutes later in the show. Betsy, back to you.
All right, Brian, thanks. We'll see you then. Welcome back. Well, the Bengals won on the road last year in Detroit to win the division and won 4 of their first 6 away from home this season to jump back into playoff contention. Well, now in their final regular season road game, the Bengals will need a little more of that road magic to help secure a postseason position. Brian Giesenslaw joins us again from Denver for our Saturday Scoop. Brian?
Yeah, Betsy, this game tomorrow afternoon is going to have a lot to do with how much the Bengals are able to enjoy their Christmas, because it is not do or die, technically speaking, but winning here is the easiest, most direct path to the playoffs.
As the city of Denver continues to dig itself out from 2 feet of snow, the Bengals hope their playoff chances aren't buried by the Broncos on Sunday at Invesco Field.
The mindset now is going and win these last 2 games. And we know if we win the last 2 ball games, then we'll be sitting pretty, come postseason. And we'll be on a winning note going into the postseason. So that's our main focus, win this game against Denver, which is a great challenge in Denver, and then come back next week and win against Pittsburgh at home.
The Bengals have never played here in the Broncos' new stadium and haven't won in Denver's mile-high air since 1975.
The fact that they're a great football team has been over the years very good football team. I think is a big part of all that.
If you think it's going to affect you, it's going to affect you. If you just play and don't worry about it, it'll have no effect on you. That's how I feel about it anyway.
And we found out on Thursday how Carson Palmer feels about rumors that he may have a serious shoulder injury. He joked around about it in practice and says he'll be good to go for the game on Sunday.
There's nothing to this. I don't want to answer any questions about it. My shoulder is fine. There's nothing to this. I don't know where this came from. Everything's great.
Unlike the Colts game, expect the Bengals to pin their hopes on Palmer's Pro Bowl right arm. But they're careful not to underestimate a Broncos offense designed to help rookie Jay Cutler stay away from trouble in just his 4th NFL start.
He's a first-round pick, and he's good. We're not going to look at it so much as he's a rookie. That's the fact, but we're going to go out there and just play our game.
We don't care if he's a rookie or 18-year vet. We got to go out there and we got to put more points on the board than them, and that's the bottom line.
But the real bottom line is what's at stake. Both teams are 8-6, and losing on Sunday can't kill either team's playoff chances. But 9-6 makes for a lot stronger case than 8-7 with one game left on the schedule.
Denver, they're in the same position we're in, so that's why this game is going to be a hard-fought game, because they're in the same position we're in. If they win, they're in. So it's not going to be a cakewalk.
Thinking about, what you have at stake puts a little bit too much pressure on some people. Just go out and play football and have fun. Enjoy the game, do your best, leave it all out there on the field.
All right, so Invesco Field at Mile High tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff is 4:15, and we've got you covered tomorrow night on Sports Wrap. Plus, as always, Chad's Corner. And Chad's been kind of quiet this week, but he told me today he feels good. And he gets up for a game against a guy like Champ Bailey. And we mentioned already the Bengals can't keep themselves out of the playoffs with this game tomorrow, but they can clinch a spot if they win and if Buffalo and the Jags lose, or if the Bills and Jets lose. That's the equation to get the Bengals in the playoffs. But again, first and foremost, they have to win here tomorrow afternoon. Kickoff is 4:15, and Betsy will see you tomorrow night.